Showtime.
What is that?
Showtime. It's showtime. That's what it
That is showtime. That's what that is.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's time.
Time to go on the show.
Time for the show to start.
Yeah, dude. This is
The
an
show-
interesting one. This is
This
interesting.
I didn't know anything about this. This was Rich. Rich brought this
Yeah.
to our attention. When we were talking
I miss
about
Andy.
I know. We were talking about, alien events, which is one of our topics
Okay.
that we're doing. Yeah, okay. And he blurts out Kecksburg, and I was like, okay, I got to see if I can find this. And dude, we found it. It was like, dude, we have to talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Very cool story.
Oh, Corey might not be able to get back on tonight, it seems. That's okay, Corey.
He's going to try one on in our honor, so I can't wait for that.
All right.
But what do you say we get this rolling?
Yeah, let's get it rolling, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, spiritual spirits in 5, 4, 3, 2. Spirits with spirits.
Welcome in, everybody, to another wonderful episode of Spirits with Spirits. This is season 4, episode 7 now. Man, I love saying season 4. It's just fun. Or tonight, we're continuing on with our alien conversation and talking about the Kecksburg incident. I am your host for Ghosts, Mr. John Watkins, and everybody knows and loves the host with the most, Mr. David Lowe.
What is up, my brother? How you doing?
Not too bad. Oh, Bill from Dover Paratech just joined us.
What is up? Blind man walks into a bar and a table and a chair. And yes,
that's what happens when you move the furniture.
It happens when when you're blind. Speaking of blind, I forgot to grab my dog, so I'm going to be back in 2 shakes because I got to let him in the house. Because my wife is yelling at me, so I need to go get my dog. I will be right back.
Go get the dog, Dave.
Get the dog. God damn it.
Yeah, we got a great episode tonight. We're gonna be talking about the Kecksburg incident and like the pre-discussion there before the rolling credits. It only takes 2 shakes. That's right, Bill. That's right. It only takes 2 shakes. This was given to us or brought to our attention by our good friend Rich, who is Turner Fan 77, does the Dave's other show, Faces for Radio, by the numbers with him. Definitely interesting goings on here. Some good stories for this Kecksburg. I love the event itself. I can't wait for Dave to get back here and talk about it, and he can roll the history. But man, the research for this was fun. We got another great show tonight that we're going to be doing for Scare Network exclusive, where we're going to be talking about the Travis Travis Walton? No, Travis Walker. I always say that wrong. Is it Travis Walker or Travis Walton? I don't remember anymore. abduction or incident, however you want to discuss it. If anybody's seen the movie Fire in the Sky, that is what that is based off of. So go check out Scare Network and take a look at that later on when that gets downloaded, when Dave downloads those. But man, Emmett on Instagram, nice to see you over there. Appreciate you joining Instagram. Dave, 2 shakes.
2 shakes. That's all it takes.
We're hiding.
Yep. Especially if I'm only shaking it twice, you better hide. I'm 53 years old. Probably should be doing more shake.
Or at least a little the shiver. Give it the shiver there. You gotta give it the
shake, drip. Shake, drip. Oh, damn it. Drip. Damn it. Anyway.
That's why I turn this faucet off.
That's what happened. The washers are getting a little old.
Not as easy to replace either.
Not easy to replace those. But so speaking of my dog, so I was trying to weigh my dog this morning. It's 5.5 months old.
Okay.
And he is getting huge.
Oh, I bet.
So I'm trying to weigh him this morning, and it's like trying to put 2 walruses in a sleeping bag, trying to lift him up.
One light.
And then so I weighed myself, and I was disappointed. But then I put him on my shoulder, and then I weighed myself with him, and he weighs 57 pounds.
Damn, already
at 5.5 months old.
Damn, bro.
He's
no more table scraps for that boy.
No, he just eats dog food. I try not to give him people food at all.
Is he a
pit bull, man? He farts like crazy. He's a gassy little bastard.
Oh yeah, is he a purebred blue nose or
red nose? American red nose.
Yeah, American red nose.
Yeah. Which they've even done like a separate breed.
This is strange.
For the red nose, they're calling them American bullies now.
Mm-hmm.
So
energy.
So instead of him actually being a pit bull, he's called an American bully.
Yeah, American. Well, I like the American Pit Bull Terrier. That's probably my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah.
Although I do like the American Bulldog too. They're great dogs. We've been talking about getting a Rottweiler and a Saint Bernard. So 2 more, and my nose will be red too. Yeah.
Top of the 2 you have, a Rottweiler and a Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
Shit, bro.
I told her I did make
have to buy another couch just for them.
Yes. No, we're thinking about getting into a different place before that happens, but yeah.
It'll be better like a mansion or a fucking ranch, So
Rich, what's up, man?
What's up, Rich? We got to thank Rich for giving us this.
Yeah,
this
we're gonna be talking about this lead here.
We're gonna be talking about this. Yeah.
No, well, there's a property I've been looking at, so if things go right, we'll end up getting that.
Yeah,
so
it's in Three Rivers, California, right?
No, it's not Three Rivers.
No, that would be a no.
But
you could find something a little closer.
There's enough room for you guys to move out here, though.
Oh, I see how that is, and the taxes are better, so probably be able to survive better on my salary than I do here. But I've been. Oh, did you make it back? Did you?
Well, here comes my daughter. Hold on a second.
You're live with Spirits with Spirits.
Hey, Ellie, just so you know, you're live on Spirits with Spirits. What you need?
Oh, sick.
What's up?
Yes, people get to know my life. Are you or mom claiming me this year?
Your mom is.
Okay, because apparently Otero, I had like a grant from them for $1,000 to go to college there, and I didn't even know about it. So
nice.
Yeah, so I wanted to see because like my student numbers came in and all of that. So I didn't even know about it. So and mom won't answer. So
yeah, no. Your mom got you this year. I got Jaya this year.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, I guess mom better answer.
Yeah. All right. I love you. I'm gonna get back to the show.
You. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
And that is my daughter not knowing about taxes. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, my daughter calls me up and says, "Hey, can you claim Piper on your taxes this year?" And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I can't give me that $2,000.
I could, I could. You guys lived at the house all last year.
Oh, my love.
And she goes, "Oh yeah." She goes, "Then you can just give me the money." And I'm like, no. That's mine.
Yeah.
No. But no, she worked out. She was like, "I don't want to have to file taxes because I didn't work last year," and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just do it. Get the child tax credit, and take care of it that way. And so she got it all covered. So
Kecksburg is not in Iowa, Rich.
no, he's talking about your house being in Iowa.
Oh,
so
my house is in Iowa.
He doesn't want to hang out with me. He wants to hang out with you.
Well, I am the cool one, Dave. I am the cool one.
No. I mean, okay, you're the cool one. I'm the better looking one. So that's fine.
Shit, I should have said that.
Yeah, see, told you. I can translate Richinese for you, because it it took me a little while, but now I can translate for other people. So when Rich talks, they were like, "What the fuck did he say, Dave?" I'm like, "Oh, he said he wants you to live near in Iowa, not the Kecksburgs in Iowa."
But there are places in Iowa me and Dave need to check out. So,
oh no, yeah, Villisca. I am so down for Villisca for sure.
Oh yeah. So, Kecksburg incident. This is in Kecksburg, PA. This was an interesting alien event. I love this event, and I don't want to give anything away because Dave's
Please
got
listen.
a history.
I once lived here.
Yeah. Please listen.
Please listen.
This is going to be a fun one. Dave, I don't know. I mean, should we just roll the history here so we can get into it, so I don't blabber anything over that you might say inside?
I mean, it's really, this is the first time I've done history videos for the alien event. We didn't do it last time. It seemed to go okay, but it bugged my OCD, so I'm doing them.
Oh yeah, it really got to Dave. He's like, "What's that? Why?"
I was there. No. I feel like I didn't do my job. I felt like I didn't do my job, and then my wife's gonna yell at me because I'm not doing enough in this relationship, and I'm getting sad, and I'm gonna start crying, and I can't take it anymore. So anyway, I did the history for this, and
it's in Bill's neck of the woods.
Yeah, it's in Bill's neck of the woods. So let's take a look at, because basically this is just kind of describing what happened.
Yeah, and that's why I don't want to give nothing away.
Yeah, so this is just describing what happened, and then we're going to go through with the other stuff that came with it. But anyway, let's take a look at the Kecksburg incident, you guys. On December 9th, 1965, one of the greatest UFO sightings in the United States occurred. This is what's known as the Kecksburg UFO incident. It was on this day that 6 states in the U.S. and the province of Ontario in Canada all reported seeing what seemed like a fireball streaking across the sky, starting at 4:44 p.m. Reports of hot metal debris landing in Michigan and northern Ohio started grass fires. All this attributed to the fireball. The FAA received 23 reports from pilots in the area, according to the Sky and Telescope article released in February 1966. The article concluded that the path of the fireball extended roughly from northwest to southeast and ended in or near the western part of Lake Erie. Witness accounts in the Pittsburgh metropolitan area reported sonic booms, which were also attributed to the fireball. But it was 30 miles southeast of Pittsburgh where the fireball stopped. Accounts saw an object crash into the woods near Kecksburg, Pennsylvania. Also noticing blue smoke, feeling vibrations, and a loud thump as it crashed. As people were heading to the site of the crash, it was almost immediately sealed off by order of the U.S. Army and state police officials. When state troopers and Air Force personnel searched the woods, they found, or reported that they found, absolutely nothing. A subsequent edition in the Tribune Review bore the headline, "Searchers Fail to Find Object." This raises many questions. Why were the witness accounts and the military's announcement so different? Was this an alien spacecraft? Or could it be a crashed Russian satellite? Or a meteor that partially burned up in the atmosphere? Or do we absolutely believe that they found absolutely nothing? It's time for us to absolutely open 1 or 7 beers to find out.
Good. One or 7. I'm working
1
on
or
1.
7.
I'm ready to hit 2.
Speaking of beers, what do you got going on tonight, bro?
Just the Dos Equis, just sticking with my love's beer. I didn't go shopping today or anything, so
Might as well.
yeah, I had to do some house cleaning and stuff. So,
The attic.
no, I didn't clean the attic.
Oh, okay.
Probably gotta get some more insulation blown.
So I got Sapporo Pure going on tonight.
Oh.
So this is Sapporo's light beer, and it's really, really good. It's one of the best light beers I've had.
It's interesting.
And speaking of doing things today around the house, I smudged my house today.
Oh, about time. Bet your wife's finally happy.
Yeah. She comes in the house and she goes, "Why do I smell weed?" And I go, "That's not weed, that's sage. I smudged the house."
It's dark.
It smells like weed. And I'm like, if it smelled like weed, you'd be taking me to the hospital.
Yeah.
This is not weed. So
I do need to try this, that Yunling.
Yeah, Yunling Bros. I'm interested in trying that.
Yeah, I gotta try that. He's brought that up a couple occasions on the show, and I gotta try that.
I haven't been able to find it, so
I haven't been able to find it either. Might be just an East Coast thing. But this event is crazy because, like lights of the sky, this was seen by so many. This was captured by citizens of 6 states and Canada. Hey, Holly, what's up?
What is up, Holly? Oops, I put down what you picked up.
Yes, you did.
I had to rewind that and try it again. I know one explanation some think of was part of a Blackbird plane engine.
Oh yeah, the SR-71 Blackbird.
That's an interesting theory. So this was really weird because hundreds of people saw it.
Yeah,
23 pilots
23
reported
pilots.
this to the FBI. So
people
they were flying around. They're like,
heard the sonic booms, but felt the shock waves of this thing.
The shock wave of the thing.
Killed me.
Oh, that's not
good. Blue smoke coming off of it.
Yeah, blue smoke.
People saw it when it crashed.
On it.
People went to it, and I've got pictures, like actual pictures.
Yeah, I saw that in the history
of what
there.
they found. Now this is their replica that they have in Kecksburg, PA. That they reported. So, but witnesses reported an acorn-shaped craft with Egyptian hieroglyphics on the bottom of the craft.
Yeah, with hieroglyphics. Yeah. I saw that.
So I was like, wow, that's really cool.
And people actually, there's one the Blackbird wasn't built until 1966. Way to go, Bill, with that.
Apparently, which in this happened in 65. Could they have been testing it?
Yeah, it could have been. Well, if it wasn't built till 66, that means they weren't even at the test stage.
At least that's when they reported.
My whole life was here.
But there's all those rumors that 64 was testing though.
That was interesting. It says, "I took my last breath here. Heaven, my whole life was here."
Yeah. Speaking of which, when I smudged the house, not to completely jump off the subject, I had my ghost tube running.
Oh yeah.
Okay. As soon as I started, my ghost tube said, "Please stop." And I was like, no, we're going to do this. And then I went through the whole ritual, went all around the house. And then the last thing is the window behind me was where I put everything out, because that was the path that I took strategically to get everything covered until everything moved into this back corner here.
Yep.
So as I was moving it out, I put the ghost tube in front of the window, in front of the screen, and
Hiding.
I was doing this bit, hiding.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I was doing this bit, and I was talking and saying, not allowed to be here, unwelcome spirits are not, blah blah blah, and then it said watching, and I was like watching, and then it said stop recording, and I'm like, I'm not recording, but I'm going to start now. So I started recording. Nothing. I didn't hear anything else after that.
Yeah. No. That's one thing I haven't done is turn my spirit box on.
Okay. Not egg corn, Rich.
Yeah.
It's acorn.
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 One word. Acorn.
Like acorn. Egg.
Acorn.
Acorn. But
Acorn shape. It does. I mean, it makes sense too. Acorn.
I mean it. Yeah. It just the way I read it, I was like,
Now,
Oh my
acorn
God.
shape looked like one of the.
okay. Egg corn. So yeah.
Leave him alone. He's from Iowa. Dude.
Alone.
I get it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, and he hasn't been drinking. I know he hasn't, but I know Corey's tying one on, so hopefully we'll see him later. But a lot of this is, this is just, pictures that are like, CGI.
Type
but
pictures.
this is something I did find that gave me pause.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. It's smaller than what I thought it would be, though.
Yeah. And this makes me think, if this, let's say this is an alien craft of some sort, this could be unmanned. This could be a probe. This could be a drone of some sort.
Well, what worries me, there was a report where a guy literally saw it turn before it crashed.
Yeah.
It tried stopping.
Like it was trying to get back out of there.
Yeah.
But it was interesting. They were reporting grass fires and like molten metal dropping from the sky following along this path. So like shit was falling off of this thing as it was going through, as it like came into the atmosphere and crashed.
Yeah.
But just some interesting pictures that make you go, okay, so this was like as it went through town.
No, this is a reenactment. Look at
this is a reenactment. This is a reenactment, but this was a similar thing that was actually reported.
Yeah. Yes.
But this is from their parade that they do every year.
Yeah. Multiple people saw it when they drove off with it, but it was weird because they said they found nothing there.
Device.
But yeah, multiple people saw them driving off of this thing on a flatbed truck.
Right.
Well, yeah.
And they were like, "What are you talking about?" Nothing.
Yeah, we saw you drive off with it.
We saw you drive off.
And then they came in. It was a Russian satellite.
Right. This came in December 2005. So just before the 40th anniversary of the incident, NASA releases a statement reporting that they examined metallic fragments from the area and determined that it was from a Russian satellite that re-entered the atmosphere and broke up.
Yes.
But all records of their findings were lost.
Yeah, but a file request, the file request that they put out, like, oh, well, we lost 2 boxes of
It's watching you.
Of the reports and stuff, so we can't find those. And then the court's like, no, you need to find those.
No, that dog won't hunt. You need to. No, we lost those records in the 80s. No. You need to come up with something. Yeah, Freedom of Information Act. Come on, let's do this. So on October 26, 2007, NASA agreed to search for those records.
Yes.
After being ordered by the court.
Yeah.
During the hearing, a person by the name of Steve McConnell, who is NASA's public liaison officer, testified that 2 boxes of papers from the time of the Kecksburg incident were missing.
Yeah. And that's not the first time something's gone missing.
No.
They've had, that NASA's
Are you okay?
For example,
the Apollo landing,
the Apollo 11 landing, the original tapes from that landing are somehow gone. So conspiracy, anyone? My conspiracy neck is like like
I said, do I believe we landed on the moon? Yes. Do I believe we landed on the moon when they said we did? No.
No. Do I believe that the footage that was recorded was of the actual moon landing? No.
No.
That was filmed.
Yeah.
I do believe they were on the moon, but not when they said.
No, we're in a rush to beat the Russians to the moon, and so we faked it.
Yeah.
Because that's we couldn't let the Russians.
Because that's what we do.
I want to leave.
Well, the Russians already put the first man in space. They couldn't be the first ones on the moon.
Correct.
Strangled.
Yeah.
Yes. We would be strangled.
But yeah, it's not the first time or something major that NASA has all of a sudden lost stuff. It just seems to be a very convenient thing. Oh, we lost that. Well, did you lose it? I mean, how'd you lose it? I mean, it's sitting on a shelf in a box. How'd you lose it?
How did it disappear? You didn't have a
no.
You didn't have a fire. There wasn't a flood. Did you?
Yeah, no fire or flood or anything like that. Come up with something.
Did you accidentally put it on the Space Shuttle Challenger when it exploded? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe there was no one on the Challenger. Maybe it was just all these documents that NASA didn't want us to see, and they blew it up.
Some of this shit and just blow up the shuttle.
How do we get rid of this stuff? I know. Let's have $1 billion space launch. We'll put everything on there. We'll say a teacher died, and no one will care.
Yeah.
Mind you, we're going to give her a different ID and a whole thing and send her off to Jamaica. She'll live her best life. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I remember.
I'm glad you remember. So what do you think this is? What do you think this is, bro? Do you think this is going to be the ultimate question at the end of this?
Yeah, this is a weird one because some of the stories you got. Bill Bluebish said he saw the object turn around in the sky just before crashing, which means it has its own propulsion. It was trying to not crash, and it basically. He actually investigated, found a 10-foot long acorn-shaped object smoldering in the woods. It glowed. It glowed. It glowed.
I'm thinking it was sticky. Is that?
Yeah. Crackled and sparked.
Yes.
And when he heard people coming, he ran away. And then James
people hear my voice.
Romansky, he was a volunteer firefighter. The volunteer firefighter department responded to the crash thinking it was a airplane crash. And instead, they actually found the metal object buried in the ground with hieroglyphics. Jesus, I've only had one beer. And they were told to leave by men in trench coats, and then saw the military take it out on flatbed trucks, in which multiple people saw them leaving with this thing on the flatbed trucks. So that's I don't know if that picture is real, but that definitely looks like what they're describing.
The vehicles look right for the period.
Yeah, it's very period.
And I could see that as probably around 10 feet.
Yeah, it's probably
judging by the size of the truck. I think I think
that's good size.
Yeah.
So and then there's one person who ended up, I think it might have been Romansky too, who ended up working at the Air Force Base as a security guard, where he actually had to watch over this thing. Not that he was in the building,
people hear my voice.
but he protected the perimeter. The first railgun projectile.
I'm just hoping it's not a butt plug, because that would be horrible.
Cool.
You check your prostate. I don't think I have one of those anymore.
Not anymore. Mm-mm.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, there's stories like that make me think.
Okay, my light just shut off.
Which light? Your ring
My
light?
ring light. My ring light just shut off.
What the hell? Said no light for you.
It is completely dead.
Aliens do like probing.
Well,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
That's people hear my voice. I said it twice, like we're not hearing it. Well, speak louder. Speak into the mic. Flying object report touches off probe near Kecksburg. It's very interesting. Very interesting what has happened.
We have spoke before.
Surprised me.
You know, this stuff, this reminds me of what they did with the Phoenix Lights. This reminds me a lot of how they tried to cover it up, what they were trying to do. This is almost a combination of the Phoenix Lights and Roswell, because not only do you have it streaking across the sky and a whole bunch of people seeing it, but you have a crash and you have them taking it away and then reporting that it wasn't what they said it was. But at least at Roswell, they were like, "Oh no, it was a weather balloon or something like that."
Yeah.
You know, the Kecksburg one, they just came out and said, "We didn't find anything.
We didn't find nothing. No, that was off."
So the 100-meter crater in the ground, there wasn't anything at the end of that. Nope, nothing.
Well, astrologers said it was definitely a meteorite.
More probing. We're probing into this, and
aliens do this, of course, say it was an alien spacecraft that crashed. NASA saying it's a satellite that crashed, a Russian satellite. I think they even changed it to even an American satellite that crashed. I don't know. And then there's people that say they didn't even land there; it landed somewhere in Lake Erie.
Yeah, well, that's where they said that the direction that it went was the southern point of Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Here's another. Well, it was recent comment by NASA said they speculated that the reentry of the Cosmos 96 Venera type satellite was responsible for the fireball that was seen over Canada.
Yeah. But a couple other people discredited that.
Yeah.
And said no, they discredited the alien one, the Russian one, because they're like, no, there's no way, because this one, that the satellite that you're saying that went down and landed here actually went down in a whole different time period in a whole different location.
Yeah.
We know where that one's at.
We know where that one. That was over here.
Yeah, and they're like, oh no, it was this other satellite. Our bad.
Following the official U.S. government alien protocol, maybe. Yeah. No, they have this thing. And in fact, one of the things that it's mentioned in Project Blue Book, if we're talking about the government protocol. Oh, I put it down again. Okay, you do it. Okay. One of us has got to man the controls, and the other one's got to.
I'll leave it to you since you're usually doing it. I'll leave it alone. But this is interesting. So, because Bill says if it were an actual spacecraft, the debris field would be huge, especially if we're moving at a higher rate of speed. If it were moving at a high rate of speed, right?
Yeah.
It were, not we are. Yeah. No, I can kind of agree with that too. Maybe.
Like I said, could it have been some kind of probe, or could it have been some kind of unmanned thing? That
it feels like it's an unmanned thing, right? Because I'm not seeing anything that would tell me that it was manned. Did it change direction trajectory?
Yeah.
Trajectory.
Good job. Don't kill it.
Don't overthink it. If that happened, then it definitely, I don't want to say it has an intelligence to it, but it definitely seemed like it was trying to redirect itself and not crash.
Yeah.
But
Now that could be, remote pilot. It could be
yeah,
AI.
AI, yeah.
Yeah.
And to say that there'd be a huge debris field, I don't know if that's true either,
I work
because
here.
the metals that are being used for these alien spacecrafts don't necessarily could be stronger than anything that we're ever thought of making. Considering we don't have that material to make that type of metal, that why would it necessarily break up or have a huge debris field? And the other thing I'm
Where?
thinking here is the other debris, as stated, with causing the grass fires and things like that, did seem to come off this thing
Yeah.
in the atmosphere and kind of burnt up. Oh, Rich is hitting all the rounds. Damn, Rich. All right. Sort of like
German.
Army.
yeah, the army was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a couple. I mean, I can give you a couple explanations of why there wasn't a huge debris field, but I don't know. I don't necessarily think that a debris field has to be there. I don't think there has to be a debris field with an alien spacecraft crashing.
Where are we?
I agree with that because they're not made of the same material that we
Down.
have
Yeah.
on our planet.
I mean,
And they
aliens
make
might
that
die inside a spacecraft from the crash because
Yeah.
the concussion of everything, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the craft itself is going to break up
Yeah.
just because it crashed into us.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, if they can go the speed of light, I would assume that they could survive running into Earth.
Yeah. Here's another thing. Could it have been some kind of alien spacecraft or something that collided with something?
That's my other theory too, is why did this thing crash here, right? So if it
Yeah.
is I would, if I was going to say anything about this crash site and what this object was, being alien, I would probably say this would be more of an alien unmanned probe.
Yep.
It's out there just, like Star Trek. Send the probe out there, see what we find, that type of shit. And the reason possibly why it crashed
Yes,
is
it's me.
maybe it did hit a satellite.
Stop recording.
No.
And that other satellite in Canada is what went down over there.
Yeah.
But this doesn't look like it is missing any parts. So what fell off to create the fires? And see, that's my thing too, you're right. It doesn't look like anything fell off this thing.
Which is why I'm thinking it collided with something.
And the reason I put it out there that it's not an SR-71 engine is because there is no opening on that thing at all. There's no airflow. I don't know if anybody's seen an SR-71 engine. I'd probably put it bigger than 10 feet. Those things are huge. And I just I don't know. I can understand why people might think, plane engine, but that to me doesn't look like a plane engine. Kind of the right shape, but not necessarily.
Mhm.
But yeah, I agree. It doesn't look like any field. That's why I go with the alien probe.
What is this?
That's my theory with this thing. I think it's alien probe because I can't think of anything else it could be. I definitely don't think it's a manned craft. And nothing's come out like with Roswell, we have these aliens that got taken back to Area 51 and all this great stuff. And all this research was done on the craft and the aliens and all this. It's no, we took this and nothing else.
We made it go away.
Yeah.
They made this thing disappear. So
what is this?
The other thing to consider, this is a paranormal podcast where we review stuff. So The other thing to consider is like when we launch a rocket into space, we have sections that come off, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Could have been something to that effect, to where this is maybe like a command module or a limb or something like that, to where this is a piece of the craft, or rich planes where first class keeps going when the rest of the plane crashes, like
Yeah.
that, to where this is the brains of the ship, and this, or the black box, and this is the thing that doesn't get destroyed, and the rest of the stuff just disintegrated when it hit the atmosphere.
That's interesting that you say that. So this could literally just be a vessel of information.
Yeah.
God, that's
But
a scary
it's
thought too,
it's really
especially if they're
interesting
able to
that
crack those hieroglyphics and open that thing up and plug that in with a USB, man. I mean, the download that they would get.
Yep. That's your
That's
Stargate. Yeah. So
Your hair.
I don't have much left. Don't say much about it.
No, don't say much about my hair. I got plenty on my back, but not on the top of my head.
Pain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I that's kind of my theory with this thing, though. I definitely have that feeling that this was an unmanned craft, or you're right, it could have been
Ridicule.
something that fell off a whole other ship. I like that theory. I like that theory, but what bugs me, and actually, you know what? It doesn't bug me because, like, if this is
Alice.
like the black box, right? This is the one thing we don't want to destroy on impact,
Be
right?
careful what you wish for.
So maybe it wasn't trying to change trajectory and try to not crash.
Maybe it was just
Maybe
trying
it
to
was
slow
just
down or
slowing
something.
itself down so it doesn't get obliterated when hitting the earth.
Right.
And I
So
like
that
that.
could, yeah,
I
that
like
could be not that it's controlled, but that it approximated the
no, it had
ground
yeah, it had a
and
proximity sensor on it. It was like, boop, no.
and reduced its speed so it didn't just obliterate when it hit the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. And I like that theory
Huh,
too, the
I
black
like that.
box theory. That's a good one. I like that. I like that. Uh, I don't know. This is it has that Roswell feel and with
And the
how
Phoenix
they
Light
do it,
feel.
the Phoenix Light feel, kinda all in
Yeah.
the same type of thing. The only thing we're missing here is the alien contact. So
Yeah.
this is
And
an
that's
interesting
the
one.
one thing that is not present here, is there's no alien presence.
Yeah,
There's
there was
nothing.
no alien contact in this
Oh,
one, which is
yeah,
a little
there.
disappointing. I was hoping there'd be something there, but I do like the hieroglyphics on there.
Yeah, and I do like the Men in Black presence.
And I like the
It's
Men in Black
cold.
guys, the 2 men in trench coats that told people to leave. I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, how the hell they beat the fire crew there?" You know?
Mhm.
Oh, because you were watching it this whole time. Okay,
Yeah.
alright. That's the other thing. I'd love to see satellite reports, radar reports to see if this thing had any change in direction when it was moving through the sky, because that would be amazing stuff to see.
My name is George.
Oh, hello, George.
George?
But they don't have that here. It wasn't part of the Pfizer report or anything. So, or FIA report, FIA, Pfizer,
Fire!
FIA. It's FIA.
Fire!
But yeah, there's lots of ways you could probably lean with what you might think this could have been.
Mhm.
The one thing I know, it's not a satellite.
No.
It's
I
not
had an inclination with that at first. I thought it
that
might
that
be a Russian satellite.
that would
That
create a huge debris field.
that would have made, like, laid waste.
Yeah.
They would have found shit everywhere. But
Why are you here?
I
I mean, those things are made to burn up in the atmosphere.
those
Not
things are made to just destroy if they hit the atmosphere, like, just
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, those things are very fragile. I worked
Yeah.
for freaking Boeing that
There was
built
a
Slow
light
down.
parts, and
they
they're
are
made
they
out
are
of styrofoam, bro.
they were, I read something where they think it's an optical illusion. And I'm like, I don't think that could be an optical illusion. It
It
doesn't make any sense to me.
fireball that shot across
Um,
Ontario, Canada, and 6 states. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a. I don't think that's an optical illusion.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I read was that it was some sort of powerful nuclear engine or nuclear material.
See, I can't go with the engine thing. I don't even know
I
how
don't know about that, but if it's nuclear or if it was some kind of like it was radioactive or something like that they would try to hide it. But they were like, oh, it's a Russian satellite with a nuclear core. I'm like, well, that would have just burned up in the atmosphere. And the nuclear core of a Russian satellite is like that.
That big, yeah. That it's not huge. Yeah.
It's not a 10-foot acorn as Rich calls it.
Yeah.
It's a this 10-foot acorn is not gonna grow a tree. This is then it's definitely if this picture is anything like the real thing, or even their recreation that they have.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
No. Oh,
And it's just aerodynamic enough for it to cut through the atmosphere and not be destroyed.
Yeah.
Because it's tapered on one end, just like my shits. So
yeah.
if I'm gonna take a crap, I want it tapered on the end so my asshole doesn't fall shut. That's what I want in an acorn shaped spacecraft. Is I want it tapered on the end. so that when you come in for a landing, it just shoop. It's not, and then you don't want that. That kind of goes back to the probing thing. You want a smooth exit. You don't want you don't want to put a block in there. You want a cone with a whoop like that. That's what you want.
Oh god. Bill does make a pretty good statement here where
did it just say cancer?
Yes.
Reports of sulfur still in the area. If that's the case, it would point out to some kind of propellant. And we were in the middle of the Cold War. It was 65. So yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely in the middle of the Cold War at this time.
Could they have
tried
Could they have tried to fire a nuclear weapon at us?
Like a cork weapon? I don't understand.
Like an acorn shaped butt plug nuclear warhead.
Who was it?
I mean, I can't say who would fire that. Maybe Iran. I don't know.
Russians sitting around the table going, you know what we should do?
We should
fuck with the Americans. Let's fuck with the Americans.
Let's butt fuck them. How could we do this?
Let's not throw a real nuclear war. Let's not start nuclear World War III and kill the whole planet.
What's up, Reed?
Let's launch this acorn thing at them like a slingshot so they can't see it. It just goes up into space and get back down.
I'm really here.
And
comes down, butt plug.
Down, goes boom, and everybody goes, what the fuck is this? And everybody's like, but nobody knows. They're like, maybe it's the Russians, but who sends us a fucking acorn? Why would the Russians shoot the acorn at us? Fucking, then they start blaming squirrel and moose, and we okay.
It must be Rocky, not the Bullwinkle. It must be Rocky.
I apologize to any people who speaks Russian or Ukrainian or any Eastern European country out there.
We apologize for the political incorrectness of our show, but we've been talking about assholes and butt plugs. Why not Russians and have horrible accents at the same time?
Jasmine.
Oh shit!
Jasmine.
What's up?
Fire Luke like small baby. Where you
like baby?
like small baby, like wet diaper. What are you trying to do? I don't understand. Or it's as a part of our missile defense system. This went off the rails.
I don't think we've ever been on the rails before.
What? We've never rails. We don't use rails.
Rails.
Rails? Playoffs?
Playoffs? You talking about practice?
Practice?
Caveman's over on the Instagram. What is
Instantly?
going on, Caveman?
What's up, Caveman?
Getting in here in time.
We're actually getting ready to score this thing, so
I keep imagining Russia putting a giant butt plug on a missile and throwing it.
Butt plug into space.
1920s.
Going to surprise them with butt plug. How do we butt plug the Americans?
This is something Poland would do. This is something Poland would do to try and start a war with America and Russia. I don't know how to.
Oh wait,
we can't win. We rode horses against tanks in World War I. We put screen doors on submarines.
we have flying.
We'll get them to kill themselves. Let's fire this giant acorn at them.
But before it lands, we're gonna go slow it down, and then have it land nice and soft.
Oh shit! But no, I don't think the Russians did it at all.
I think the Russians were involved, except to go, dead stupid.
If for some reason we're on in Russia, that would be amazing.
That would be great. Nostrovia. That's as far as I go. Nostrovia. Cheers. With my special Spirits of Spirits.
Yeah,
Cool.
you got it going on. So I yeah, you know what? I don't know where to go from there.
Neat.
I think we've talked about all we need to talk about.
Yeah, I think we need to get off the butt plug.
Let's get off the butt plugs, literally, and
let's throw. You want to throw some numbers at this thing?
Let's throw some numbers at this thing. Let's see if our score is tapered on the end. So, to start off with, we look at the encounter level. So the encounter level is based on the close encounter level of the incident, and we have. I'm just gonna go because there are. I've read now that there are 10
them, right? Or 10. That's right.
There's 7. We're gonna go with 7 because the other ones are like stupid. So, 7 beginning with you see lights up to 500 feet away, and ending with you have sex with one and make a hybrid alien baby. So
we're not that level.
We're not at that level. It didn't quite get to that point.
Was this alien foreplay with the butt plug? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Nobody actually was penetrated with this butt plug.
No, there was no penetration involved.
There was no penetration here. If it was, then the person would have to be at least 50 feet tall. So maybe it was the 50-foot woman that they were like, we're trying to like send her a present.
Can you help me?
She's not on the planet anymore. I don't think I don't know how you scored this, bro, but this does not go beyond
I went to the third kind.
I went third.
To the third kind.
Yeah.
And so I gave this 6.
Yeah, that's what I did too. That was easy because it was like, okay, there's no abduction, so that's kind of where it stops. Nobody was abducted, nobody was taken, nothing happened.
There was no alien contact, which takes you to the 5th, and things like that. So
nobody was hurt or killed.
Nobody was hurt or killed.
Which is 6th. So
yeah.
Well, last time they were here, they were giants, right? Gotta wonder, what is it? The Anunnaki? Were they sending us a present? I don't know.
The Anunnaki, like, hey, check this out.
Wait, let me get my. Hey, there you go.
Oh wait, you're not that big anymore, huh?
Oh wait, you guys are small now. Sorry. There you go.
So yeah, it's a 6.
Yeah, we'll stick with a 6 on that. All right, so vehicle.
He killed us.
I like the vehicle here.
Reminds me of my spin. I like the vehicle here too. I like that it tried to change direction. I like the
Yeah.
number of people that saw it, the fireball,
Yeah.
the
I
what
like that it's unmanned. I like
yeah.
the fact that it's unmanned.
I
It's
like
not
the theory that it's unmanned. I think that makes a lot of sense considering what we're talking about. I think it makes a lot of sense that this is an unmanned vehicle.
Yeah.
Oliver.
And because of that, I gave the vehicle an 8.
So did I.
Two. Watch out.
Wait, I should put it where the camera lens is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey,
I probably overscored the alien here. I think I overscored the alien here.
okay.
I'm pretty sure I got
You probably did. If you're any higher than I am, you probably overscored it.
Where were you at?
I was really low here, and I think the significant point is there's really no alien report. But I like the fact that it was unmanned, probably controlled by aliens or whatever. So I actually went 2 here.
Yeah, I went way higher than that.
If you can explain to me how you ended up at this score, I'm willing to go up. But
I like the unmanned part, right? I like that it maybe remote control probe
13.
thing. You know, I like that. I like that. I like that it was the fireball in the sky. I like that they saw that it responded before the crash, like to try and slow itself down. I also counted the hieroglyphics on there that were not being able to
like that
translate there. I like the fact of the Men in Black people being there and being part of the discovery of what was happening. I went 6. And I think that's too high. I think that's too high.
I could see 3 or 4 here.
I'm thinking 4 is where I should be at.
I'm down with a 4. I'm down with a 4. I'm at you that. Because the hieroglyphics I didn't consider because I was also thinking about the hieroglyphics and I'm like, what if that was actually Russian lettering? Because in 1965, we didn't know Russian lettering looked like hieroglyphics to me. I was like, what the fuck is this crap?
Yeah, it looks like Klingon.
It looked like Klingon, yeah. But what if that was Klingon? That'd be so cool. But and then I would know it was a butt plug. But
because they believe in pain is pleasure.
I'm down for a 4 here. I think the presence of no aliens means that this was programmed by an alien or it was controlled by an alien. The hieroglyphs were meant for aliens to decipher or meant for us to decipher once we get our probes out of our asses.
Yeah.
And figure out how to work this planet. But yeah, no, I'm down for a 4 here, bro. I think that works.
All right. I like it. Evidence.
Right. Evidence.
I had a hard one here. I scored this pretty low. I scored it pretty low. I do like the pictures that you put in. I saw those as well. I probably should give more points because
this is not just eyewitness accounts, things like that. So all that stuff should be considered as part of the evidence.
Evidence probably should be sitting around a 6, maybe a 7, maybe. I went 3.
Okay.
But then I think, man,
did he just say he had a hard on? Yeah, he had a hard on with that one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so
I really should consider that this got seen by 6 states and Canada.
6 states, and actually, I read another article that said 8 states between Michigan and New York.
Yeah, and then
23 pilots.
23 reports from the pilots.
The crash, the people that saw the crash and saw it change direction. The Men in Black, the Army people, the Air Force people, the NASA guys who made the stuff disappear.
Yeah,
I actually went 9 here for the evidence.
I
went high. I don't know. And I thought maybe I overscored a little bit, but I think it's got to be higher than 6.
Yeah, I'm thinking 8 is probably good. I'm trying to think where we landed on the lights. There's the lights in Roswell.
Roswell, we were at an 8, and the Phoenix Lights, we were at a 10.
Yeah, I don't think this is a 10. I mean,
which is why I was in between, because I think it was a little better than Roswell, but it wasn't as good as Phoenix. That's why I ended up at a 9 here.
Alexis.
I don't know where Alexis is, but
yeah, Sid Andrea. That's interesting. Still, I think 8 is the right one here. I think if
I'm okay with an 8. No, I'm okay with an 8.
Yeah, I don't think it's better than Roswell. I think it's better than Roswell in some spots.
You're making a
but
mistake.
Roswell's better than this in some spots. So I think they kind of equal out with each other when it comes to the evidence. For me. And that's why I think 8 is the right number.
Yeah, no, I'm down for an 8, bro. I think that works.
Cover up. I was low on the cover up here. I thought the cover up was not just lazy. It was just bad. I put a 4 here. I didn't like the cover up, and they went from it's nothing to it was a satellite. I mean, there have been a lot better cover ups.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I went
swamp gas thing or weather balloon or anything like that.
I like the fact that they're still, even with the Freedom of Information Act, they're still covering it up. The pieces have gone missing. The boxes are gone. They can't find the evidence. They don't have all the stuff. And then the stuff is caught. I mean, I love just the boldness that they come out and said we didn't find anything. There's nothing there. And so I gave that a score, like right off the bat. I'm like, wow, you guys got balls to come out. When, there are hundreds of people that are like, we saw something land here. And they're like, nope, there's nothing in there. Must have been a meteor that disintegrated and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, come on, dude. Yeah. And then, and then you're seeing this truck pull away with this acorn metallic acorn butt plug on the top. Nobody said information had to be the truth. That's right. So I like the cover up here. I overscored the cover up because I thought it was laughable. I was like, I can't believe, and they're still maintaining.
I lost an arm.
I lost an arm?
Yeah.
They're still maintaining that it was a satellite or, and then they're coming up with all these cockamamie things. I do think the cover up of the Phoenix lights is better. I did go 10 here, but I think like I said, I overscored it. I'm gonna drop my score down to a 7.
Yeah, I could come up to a 7 here.
Because I do think they were like, they instantly tried
to
cover
it up.
I do know.
Yeah, I don't think it was a 10.
No, I don't think it was a 10. I gave it a 10 because I was like, that was crazy. They just came out and said, no, there was nothing here. Don't mind that truck. Don't look at the truck. We didn't find anything.
We didn't find anything. Put a tarp on.
Truck going,
put a tarp on that. That's nothing.
Put a tarp on. Well, wait. That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Don't mind that.
Don't pay attention behind the man behind the curtain.
The wind blows. Oh shit! No, that was nothing. Don't worry about that.
God damn it, Dave! I told you about those tie downs. God damn it. Yeah, no, the cover up I thought was lazy for me, but I can understand a 7.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like the lazy cover up. But they were just so bold with nothing.
We didn't find nothing.
There's nothing in there, and they just drive off with this huge thing. No, that's no.
Friend. You didn't see that when we came in?
Yeah, we brought that with us. That's a seismograph at Oh, speaking of which, a seismograph recorded the landing, recorded an event.
Yeah, we actually recorded the impact
with the impact. So that's something to consider there. With something actually landed. Something actually hit the ground.
Yeah. I didn't think about that with the evidence, but yeah.
Right. So sightings.
Middle.
For me,
Now,
this was
I would say this was for me an easy 10. There 6, maybe 8 states in Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot. that's a lot.
Yeah.
To see this huge thing flying over your head. You just imagine what you're thinking when you see this giant fireball flying through the sky, especially this time during the Cold War. We'll get to that during the emotion part, but but yeah, easy 10 here.
Easy 10. This was a no-brainer 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing is audio, and I think the audio is good here.
I like the audio. I didn't say the audio was great.
No, me neither. I'm high good on this.
It went northeast to southwest.
Northwest to southeast. Oh, wait. What kind of freaking flight path did this thing take? Yeah.
It did not go this way. It went this way.
Went this way. Wait.
It went from New York to Pennsylvania.
No, went that way. Because where I'm at, north is behind me.
Oh, sorry. It went this way, not that way.
It's like that way to this way.
It went like this. It didn't go north.
But I mean, if I'm gonna go that way, it went that way to that way.
Yeah,
because that's east.
Yeah, it went northeast. It went from the northeast to the southwest.
I think that's the opposite. But maybe I'm remembering that wrong.
Huh.
Northwest to southeast is what it says.
Come on.
So it came in this
Annoying.
way. That's weird.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the map in front of me. Well, that makes sense. Actually, that makes sense why people saw it in Ontario.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But that's like going with the Earth rotation, which is even different. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. The first sighting of it was actually like around Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Okay. So where did you land on the audio? Because
I like the audio. I thought there was definitely audio here. I mean, who doesn't hear a giant fireball in the sky, the shock wave, the multiple
sonic booms,
the landing of it itself,
landing, the vibrations.
I ended up at a 6 here. Thinking about sonic boom, shock wave, fireball, landing.
I went 7, but same thing.
Yeah,
I went 7 for the same reasons.
I can see a 7 here too. I can see a 7 here.
Victim.
I didn't hear about any victims.
No, I didn't hear about any victims.
Yeah, I'll bring this up to a 7.
That's the best audio so far that we've done for Alien.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Physical. Now, physical, I ended up here. I ended up at a 7 on the physical.
Okay, so this is physical and objects, right?
Oh yeah.
So not just physical contact, but physical and objects. So that includes the grass fires, the molten metal falling from the sky, the damage to the ground.
My name is Mildred.
I love it.
Hi, Mildred. That's an interesting name.
Yeah. Very old timey.
I had an employee named Mildred when I was working at the hotel.
Was she old?
Yeah, she was 20 years older than me. Because I was 23, she was 44. So yeah, she was 20 years older than me.
She was old.
Her name was Mildred. Any probing going on? Only the ground was probed. That thing.
They were victims.
My whole life was here.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, only the ground was probed, just like that.
Yeah, Mother Earth had a giant butt plug put in her.
Got a giant butt plug.
Physical objects. So you got the craft itself.
Yeah.
You got the
craft itself, the fireball.
Yeah.
The molten metal, the grass fires, the crash landing.
Yeah.
She likes you.
I'm also talking about the boxes of papers that went and
God.
disappeared.
No, I didn't think about that. I like that. I like that. Okay. All right.
So they're missing evidence, and the fact that we didn't find anything, but they went off with something. So
Yeah. We're missing the stuff to tell you that we didn't find anything.
So I actually went 10 here because of all the objects involved.
High. 10 still seems a little high. So
okay,
you got the grass fires and the metals falling off. You got the object itself. You got it crashing. The boxes.
Now we gave Roswell a 10.
Yeah, I mean we did give Roswell a 10.
Yeah.
I think Roswell just had more though.
Roswell had all kinds of documentation and newspaper articles and stuff like that, but there was only the one thing. Phoenix Lights, that got a 10 easy because there were so many ships that were reported.
Yeah, so many ships. Yeah.
Any report on what the molten metal was? No. I couldn't find anything.
They just said they found metal debris. When they looked in like the grass fires and stuff like that, they didn't say what kind of metal it was or anything like that, which is strange, right? That you think they would say what kind of metal. Oh, this is some iron that fell off or titanium.
Need help.
Oh, just
okay.
Interesting.
I think this is at best a true 10. So I mean, I could go 9 here.
I'm thinking about like if I give 2 points to just those things, I can see you coming up with a 10 here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm thinking, is any of those worth just a point? Or whether everyone favorite? Yeah, no, they didn't say anything like that, Bill.
Yeah, and then there's the people felt the vibration of the ship when it crashed. So that was a physical.
Yeah, you just feel it.
Weather balloon fabric.
Man, imagine being one of those pilots with that shockwave. Yeah. All right, I'll bring it up to a 10 here. I'll give it my 3 extra points here. I was at a 7.
Okay.
Emotional
damage.
Now you think about this, and yeah, there's the emotional aspect, right, of something crashing in here.
Yeah.
But I think about the time period, and during the Cold War, and you see this giant fireball going across multiple states.
Yeah.
At this
and you're
period
thinking,
of time,
we're under attack.
We're under fucking attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had to think about that. And, of course, the fear that Bluebish had, the confusion of what was happening with Romansky.
Not to mention what the military told them, even though what they saw was what they saw. The military said, no, there was nothing there.
There was nothing there. So the confusion with that, like, wait a minute, we saw something.
That's not right. So that
watching them drive off the
so I'm thinking like distrust. So then all of a sudden they distrust the military and the government, or they're thinking, am I seeing things? Am I going crazy? Is this an optical illusion?
I mean, hell, even the Bill Bluebish and James Romansky got flack because of their past.
Shit,
their criminal histories, shit like that. So
the smell of sulfur.
Yeah, the smell of sulfur. That's physical.
That's physical.
But
give it back.
The emotional was high here. I went 8. I think it could easily be a 10.
I went 8 too.
But
I think it
I
could be
like.
a 10,
I think
but
it could be a 10, but I think 8 for me was the right number. I
yeah,
mean,
I
people
agree.
you could probably talk me into a 10, but I really
Yeah.
do like the 8 here.
No, I like the 8 too, but yeah, I was like, did I underscore that? I'm not sure because the town of Kecksburg still does this thing every year.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They still
We're
observe this thing.
apprehensive.
Yeah, it's
Roswell does
still
it too.
Cool.
still a big thing. And I mean, even up to 2008, they were still saying confusing shit about what
Yeah, and
happened.
I like that they're still researching this. Like,
Yeah.
this is still an ongoing investigation in the paranormal or alien world. So,
Yeah.
uh,
But I'm good with an 8, bro. I think that's right.
good. All right. So, last but not
Taper.
least, talking about the tapering, the danger level.
Yeah.
This
This
I
is what it
think
was meant for.
I think for me this was low score of the night. I didn't see a danger level here. They didn't talk about radiation off of this thing. No one was injured. I mean, yeah, was there a threat of
Because
injury with it landing on someone? They got it landed in the forest, not in the city. Um, I'll
Yeah.
say that could have been purposeful as well. If this thing had any type of intelligence with it. Um, but I went a 3 here. I thought there's an
Yeah.
I would
element of
flash the
danger
lights.
with the crash, but I
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there was no real true danger here, so I went 3.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
have
I see your point. I definitely see your point there. I overscored the danger level. But even I wasn't that high.
Pathetic.
I know it is pathetic. Um, but yeah, I was looking at it. If this thing landed a quarter of a mile south, it would have destroyed the town of Kecksburg, and it would have
Yeah,
killed 100
yeah.
people.
I
So
think that's where that
I think
intelligence of this thing happens, right?
yeah. So and plus, it slowed itself down
Yeah.
so that it didn't deal that much damage. So it was trying to, at least
Do
preserve
you like
itself.
Satan?
Yeah. No, I don't like Satan.
Like Satan.
Ask me if I like Satan. No, I'm not
No,
not a
not friends.
cheerleader. Not
Just
necessarily a cheerleader for Satan over here.
not necessarily a cheerleader for Satan.
Yeah.
Um, so I definitely see
They
your
can't
point.
speak.
You just did. Now, I originally went 6, but
Oh, no.
that was too high.
Yeah, that's like,
Because I was like, oh, maybe mid range because it could have, and, the potential is there. It could hurt somebody,
Pathetic.
right? I agree with that.
twice.
Quit saying that. I get the point.
Really does not like your
Um,
danger score there.
I guess not. So yeah, but no, yeah, I'll match the 3. I think that's I was like I was thinking 4 as we were going through it. I was thinking
Yeah.
I would probably be at a 4. But no, I could go 3.
I like the 3. I thought the 3 was the right score. It could be lower.
Christmas.
But I think there's the potential of some danger there when this event happened.
Yeah.
Nothing since. So
I'm a
that's where I was
protector.
at. Look at a pic of the German bell. It looks a lot like it. Oh, check that out.
First Chinese weather balloon fail. Hmm.
3, 6, 9, 10. I went up 10 points, so this was a 69?
I have
Attic
71.
hides.
I was originally at a 59. I went down 2, then came up 5, so that's 3. 6, or maybe I got my score wrong. Maybe I added this up wrong.
Pathetic. Black eyes.
Attic hides black eyes. And why is it says, "Do you like Satan? I'm a protector." Sorry. 14, 20, 23, 27, 47,
Oh, whoa.
Wait a minute. That's not right. 14, 20,
While you
23,
do that,
27, 37, 37, 43, 50, 58, 61. Yep. I added it wrong the first time. So yeah, 71.
71.
I was like, how did I add that wrong? I miss, yeah. What oh, you got the German bell thing.
I got the German bell thing.
Oh, while I was doing math.
Yep. So I had plenty of time. Dave.
Fuck you. You know, I'm actually good at math, except on this show.
Except on the show.
Like, I'm on the show, I'm like, I carried the 4.
So I'm just gonna say, I mean, Bill makes a good point. Check out the German bell.
Oh shit. That really looks like the fucking German bell. With the fucking writing on the bottom and everything.
Yep.
That's interesting.
I'm
That's very
I'm looking at this and I want to put my danger level back at a 6.
That's really interesting. I'd say that's about 10 feet tall and
10 feet tall, shaped like an acorn.
Shaped like an acorn, hieroglyphics on the
top,
bottom.
looks like a giant butt plug, only with a swastika on it. It's got the.
It didn't have the swastika in the pictures that I've seen of this thing, but that could have been part of the metal that burnt off.
Yeah, that could have been the metal that burned off and caused the grass fires.
Wow.
Yoki, what you doing?
Wow. That's interesting.
That's wow. That was good.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. That good.
Being sorry that I was pathetic.
My last breath here.
Yeah, that's what you said. That's a good call there, Bill. That thing really looks. I mean, that like almost like to a fucking T. I mean, with the writing on the bottom and everything, that's interesting.
Wow.
Please stop.
I'm floored, bro.
That's good. That's good. That very well.
The Germans were up to a lot of shenanigans during World War II. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, shoot, Hitler was into the paranormal.
I've been here 150 years.
Well, at least it's not 600 like your buddy.
Or centuries. Like
or centuries. Man.
That's man. I don't know what to think about this now.
You are funny.
You're funny.
Wow. Okay, could that have been the German bell?
Could that be the German bell?
Man. 100 years, but are you hot? Of course, Bill.
All right, good job.
Man.
Oh, what?
Oh, they found something.
Bite.
Okay, so there. Okay, so the German bell.
Okay.
Was supposedly a time machine.
Planned.
Or where you make a train, take a dirt road. Well, that would definitely be derailed. But it says, was the Nazi bell used to travel back in time?
That's crazy.
Hungry.
Like the country?
So the bell was purported top secret scientific technological device developed in the 1940s, first described by Polish journalist and author Igor Wachowski. It was later popularized. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. Mainstream reviewers have criticized claims that the Glock is being pseudoscientific. Gnocchi, get off the bed. Hey,
How did we not talk about this during our fucking? Well, I mean, we are talking about objects this year.
yeah.
This might
I'm
have,
not sure how.
we might have to take a look at this. I don't know, but it's not a cursed, haunted, or attached object, so it'd be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Than what we're talking about, but man.
Yeah. So let's see. So the bell, engineered by Nazi scientists, was supposedly glowing, rotating contraption rumored to have some kind of anti-gravitational effect, be a time machine, or part of an SS anti-gravity program for a flying saucer.
Wow, that would explain the movement and that's
do a show on it.
Crazy.
Oh fuck, bro. I'm
You're aware of me.
Just on the premise that this could be a German bell, this could be a time traveling device or a flying saucer that the Nazis invented. I'm up in my danger score, bro. This is not a 3. I don't think this is a 3 anymore.
Okay, if I think that this is not the Russians and now the Germans with the German bell.
Painted eye.
We pretty much dismissed Russian satellite. We were like, no.
Yeah, no, this is definitely not a Russian satellite.
I see you.
And where did a lot of the German scientists go after the war?
And Russia.
Well, they either went to Russia or America.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah. But what if that German, but what if that is from World War II and it went forward in time?
Wow. Okay, I think I want to bring my danger score up to a 7.
Dude, that's just.
And if
I'm down to meet you at a 7 because I'm at least going back to my 6. Because I was like, wait, what the fuck, bro? Now my head hurts. My head hurts too. I just
and now I have to change. Because the CIA had fucking look-ins with the Germans during World War II, so now I have to change my cover up here.
Got to change the cover up now because now it makes sense that they would say we didn't find anything.
We didn't find nothing.
We didn't find nothing, and you're not going to say nothing.
I'm going to take this to a 9 on my cover up.
I agree. Which was my original score. Thank you very much. But let me ask you, does this drop the alien score?
I'm buried close by.
Yeah, I would have
to drop it to a 3 at least.
I'd have to take that to a 3.
Yeah.
Because
we've got to counter both ways. Because now, if we're thinking this is possibly a German bell,
if we counter it with human intelligence, I have to take away at least a point from the alien here.
At least a point from the alien.
But I have to give more points to vehicle.
We do. I have to get at least a 1 point bump to vehicle. If this is a time travel device,
fucking vehicle, at least a 9.
At least a 9.
And now I have to think about the emotions of the military and our government, and this might take that up to that 10 if this was a German bell.
Again, at least a 9.
I'm stuck.
Because this all kind of makes sense as to why we got these cockamamie cover-up stories from the military, because they were scared.
Yeah.
They were like, what the fuck just happened?
I'm walking around you.
What do we tell them? You tell them you didn't find shit.
Tell them nothing was there.
You're two black men with a pick on Spaceballs in a desert. We ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit. And now And then like NASA, you better lose those boxes of fucking evidence.
Lose those fucking boxes.
You better lose those. I don't care what
we're gonna lose you.
Yeah, I don't care what you say. You better lose that.
Come on.
Do I go
Fuck,
10 on the
bro.
emotional, or do I just give it the extra point bump with the theory that this could be
It's
the
a
German belt?
potential. It's not like a fruition. So yeah, I say we do 1 point and go 9.
Go 9 here.
Oh fuck, bro.
I don't think we changed anything on audio.
Alexander.
So, encounter level still the same.
Counter level still the same.
Sightings are still a 10. Audio stays at a 7.
Yeah.
Physical's already at 10, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I think that's right. And the only other thing would be evidence because of but I
Sorry if
think
I scared you.
I don't think that should change.
Yeah, I think that stays the same. Unless the military knew what it was, and then they knew what it was.
They knew from the start, which would that would make sense. Considering what they did,
God damn
how
you,
they behaved. Bill
Bring it to me.
Bill totally just
you know what? I'm gonna give a point to the evidence just because
Carpet.
how freakishly similar the German bell looks to this object.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
And take that to a 9.
Fuck, when I saw that, I was like, dude, you have to see this picture.
And this just now became our highest score for alien events out there.
No, it didn't.
No?
No. It is still Hufflepuff, bro. It's not Phoenix Lights or Roswell.
Really?
But it does put us at a 79.
Getting there. Jesus. Goddamn German bell. Holy crap. Wow. Good fucking
good catch.
Good job, Bill.
Good catch, Bill.
I was shot.
You were shot?
I was shocked.
I am shocked. All right, good show.
Oh, wow. Damn. Wow. Man. Well, here shortly we're going to be talking about for Scare Network the Travis Walton incident. That's how we'll be finishing off our alien series for this week for Scare Network. Next week, what do we got next week, Dave? I think we got some 2 awesome places we're talking about, and we're going back to locations next week.
We're going back to locations, and next week we're gonna do the prime location for Scare Network TV. We're gonna talk about the Mason House in Ohio, which is the setting for the Maleficent documentary. And that's gonna be epic. We're gonna review the Maleficent documentary for Brews and Reviews.
Yes.
And we're gonna talk about the location and review the location.
Yeah.
And then on our live stream next week, we're going to be talking about the Conjuring House. The Conjuring House is a topic of yeah. Yeah. Good statement there. We're going to because that has been a lot of investigators have visited this place recently.
Yeah, there's been a lot of recent discussion with the Conjuring House and the goings on there. You got our some of our favorite people with Project Fear. You got my daughter's favorite with Sam and Colby that have just gone there. You got Satori and Kobe, her fiance doing some weird knocking thing,
doing some weird thing there. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but yeah, there's been an uptick of activity by investigators at the Conjuring House. So we're going to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah,
and score the Conjuring House because we've never scored that place yet.
Surprisingly, we've never talked about that. It's going to be interesting. Bill's thinking about
going up there.
Yeah, me and Dave want to go.
Rhode Island is not too far.
Too far for me. No.
Right. But yeah, so that's
I'm
gonna
very
be
happy.
I'm glad. But
know why they're very happy. We're gonna be talking.
I don't know why they're very happy, but
yes.
I'm happy too, bro. I'm happy too. Thanks for. I appreciate you being happy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we got going on next week, and of course the Travis Walton incident coming up on Scare Network that we're gonna be heading over taking care of for them for that one. Of course, we want to thank Spotify for podcasters because we forgot to thank them last
grandfather.
That's where you can hear our lovely voices, whether it be on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and even Amazon Music. It's a great place to start your podcasting career because it's completely free. And as you gain your followers and get some more views and listeners on there, they'll actually help you monetize with some commercialization there for you with sponsorships. So check them out. We love them. Of course, we want to thank StreamYard. StreamYard is why you get to see our beautiful faces on your favorite places like YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter.
You're safe here.
Or even on the Instagram. So that's where we're live at now. It's YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, not Twitter anymore. But you can always catch our stuff there live. It is a paid service that we do where we do the multicasting, but without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. So thanks, StreamYard. And of course, thank you, Scare Network, for allowing us to be part of the ScareNetwork.tv family. Bill and Shauna, those guys over there are freaking amazing. They do great fucking work. They put out great documentaries, great independent films, horror classics, anything that has to do with horror, monsters, and of course paranormal. You'll find it there, and we love doing our shows for them. So thank you, Billy, and those guys on Scare Network TV for allowing us to be part of that exploration as we're talking about aliens. But that's our show for tonight. We appreciate everybody that got involved, commented, and threw their 2 cents in there, whether it be about butt plugs or aliens, or
German bells.
Or German bells. Man, great call there, Bill. That was awesome. But we appreciate all of you guys out there that listen, watch, whether it be on the replay or live. Without you guys, it just wouldn't be as fun. It'd be fun.
It'd be fun, but not as
but
and that
yeah,
wasn't a butt plug joke, so it's not as fun.
It's not as fun. As fun.
As fun.
But yeah, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. Appreciate you showing up on a unusual night for Saturday.
Appreciate it. We'll be back on our regular show Friday night next week. So
yeah, absolutely.
But it was great to see Holly again. That was
she came in, stopped by, said hello, and popped out.
Yeah. But no, we appreciate that. That was good. I kept asking her to come back and say hi, but so she finally did. But you guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been this has been an amazing episode. A lot better than I thought. Because that last tidbit really kind of it possesses me to think something else about this. But you guys want to thank you again. Be safe. Take care. We'll see you next time on the Spirits with Spirits podcast. Bye.
Peace out.
Spirits with Spirits.